We're back, people, and today we're going to have film on Salvon Ahmed, Miami Dolphins running back, and he showed out in this preseason Week 2 game versus the Texans. He looked amazing, obviously creating big plays in the running game, but also just as a receiver, he really shined, took over, and honestly, after the first game, I think I saw enough from Ahmed, I saw what they were doing with Ahmed. He was barely playing. It just looked like, no starters were playing in that game. He was barely out there. It felt like they already had seen enough from him, and they're already convinced that he's going to make the team. And then he gets a chance in this game, work with the first team, second team, and he just showed out. Really fits this offense well, and I think that really showed in this game. He was so dominant. Definitely want to go back, look at this long run that he had. He did a great job working through the trash here. They're running, this is an escort motion with this tight end right here, pulling through with some outside zone, and he's just reading this end man line of scrimmage down, sees him set the edge, and now he's just working off the back of this escort motion. Push up to this DB right here, get over the top, work off the back of his block, pick up his feet, natural instincts there, instantly get back on them, and quickly, his step frequency is so high. Look how quick his feet are moving. He doesn't, have the greatest long speed, but his foot quickness and that initial burst is so impressive. He's able to get out on the edge, make this big-time play, get a 65-yard run. Was super impressed by Ahmed in this game. I just don't see a world where he doesn't make the roster. Running back room is honestly giving Greer a tough job this year, because I would really like for Chris Brooks to make it, but it's looking tough just based on the room. And he played really well, but Ahmed really shined. I think they really like him, and it's just that fit. And him and A-Chain have some similarities, but I just like what they both bring to this team. And you're going to see more and more of Ahmed as the season goes on. Like last year, we saw a little bit of him, and you can tell that the coaches are liking him just more and more every time he's out there. We'll go back to the start of the game. This is him with the first team offense, just getting him the ball out quickly in space. I broke this down in the offensive video yesterday, but just wanted to show it again real quick just to focus on Ahmed. Very natural hands. They trust him out of the backfield. If A-Chain injury, lasts a little long, he's going to definitely take over that role, fully. I feel like it was going to be a mix of both of them, because they offer some similarities. A-Chain's a little more explosive, but Ahmed's got this nice slitheriness to him. And he's got those quick feet, picks them up. He just has such a natural feel. And he's got some underrated contact balance, running through arm tackles, bounces off that guy. You can see his strength and balance has definitely gotten better from college. It wasn't a big strength of his, but he's gotten better and better each year, and excited to see how McDaniel utilizes him throughout this year. Here we see the behind the back, shotgun, outside sweep that the Dolphins ran a lot last year. I don't remember seeing Ahmed do this at all last year, so it's nice to see him get a rep here. He has that sort of quickness, initial burst to capture the edge when it's given. This is sort of what that play is intended to do, and they get it. They wall off 45 here. Really good job by the right tackle, and he just gets out there to the edge. He presses up initially here just to, slow these guys down enough, allow this block to be set up, and then get to the edge. And he has that, nice transitional ability once he is able to just turn upfield, really nice lower body flexion when you see him, his ankles really bending right there to just initially transition upfield like that. So really impressed by Ahmed on a lot of these plays. Some plays, weren't all great, but that was usually when he got stuffed. It was more to the blocking. Definitely showed off better vision than I'd seen in previous years out of him in this game. So hopefully he can build upon that. Here to see some Ahmed on some gap scheme action, falling behind the pulling center. Definitely some counter work here. You can tell he just was doing a really good job of getting to the outside on these, but working off the backs of these blocks, just with the, center pulling around like this, them trapping here, tight end follow through, and he's got the counter play action back there, the counter action. He just presses up through, he feels the instant penetration, and he starts instantly recognizing this, points the toe, the lower body here. He's got a nice base, getting out there, stays off the back. He doesn't just instantly shoot to the outside. He stays off the back of this block to force these people not to commit to the outside right away. And then once he's worked off that, he has the speed to capture the edge, pick up extra yards, maximize his yardage there just based on his patience alone. And the very next play, you get to see him be involved in the passing game again. Just they had him used on these out routes, quick option types of plays. That's how he scores his touchdown. We'll get to later. This is nothing too crazy. Just take what's given to him. Just nice to see him involved on these plays. That's second and 2. He's able to pick up the first down. Just securing the ball. He's definitely showed off he has pretty soft hands and will catch most of the balls thrown his way. This whole drive, it was just every play he was in, he made an impact play. Now it's a 3rd and 5. This is the first play back in after that. And he's just secures the tough catch. Skylar ends up getting under pressure here, so he isn't able to see Ahmed with all this pressure on his face early on, but he sticks with it, then throws it out a little bit late, and Ahmed is able to, hang on to this. Not an easy throw to catch when it's just coming from that far away, and it's hard to see from his perspective as well. And just hangs on, secures it. Nice to see him making these tough catches in these situations for the offense. Not having, I feel like, out of the receiving backs, he definitely adds some value to this team. Wouldn't say he's like the greatest route runner, but the secure hands and getting him, design touches out on the edge where he can showcase off his foot quickness, I think will be really beneficial to this offense. And then 2 plays later, him working out into the flat again, opposite side of the field. Just get him matched up on a linebacker where he can out leverage. It's a really nice play call. Just based on this design, he ends up with a tight alignment, the tight end here, working up vertically Julian Hill. So then the curl flat defender is lined up, linebacker down in the box. So he's really able to, just thread and get out to the boundary there. Makes a nice catch, instantly turns upfield. Very smooth. Love his hip fluidity. He catches those balls and instantly transitions after the catch. It's very nice to see. I love this added dynamic that Ahmed could bring to this offense. I just like the combination that him and A-Chain could bring, just being those types of backs. Pretty, like, some similarities, some differences, but definitely could be a nice 1-2 punch. Obviously not like 1 and 2, but because Mostert's number 1. But I could see Ahmed end up taking snaps away from players like Jeff Wilson down the line. A 3rd and 1 situation, Ahmed, final play that I'm going to break down. It's another escort motion, same exact play that he had the 65-yard run on, and he actually has a very similar run here on the initial, like with how he jumps over the defensive end, the guy on the outside edge. Very impressive work out of him, just following off the back of this escort motion. This guy gets wide, so he just works to the inside of that. He gets low, tries to get underneath it. He picks up his feet. That's great instinctive feel out of him. When you're able to just pick up those feet. Love the lower ankle flexion there. Just get upfield. Boom. Natural instincts. Quickness. Like out of the jump, he's able to instantly accelerate away from the defensive tackle and then not go down to that arm tackle. Get upfield, down the sideline. Very, very impressed with Ahmed throughout the entire game in all facets. Receiving really was really impressive. He had a huge impact there. But then just picking up some big chunk plays, the running game. It wasn't like every run he was picking up huge chunk plays, but a lot of them he picked up really nice gains and was probably the best player, I think, for the team, offensively at least, throughout the entire game. So really nice to see him getting his action. I like the running back room. I know he wanted Dalvin Cook, but I like what a lot of these guys end up bringing. A lot of them are pretty similar, so that's why I would like to see, maybe Chris Brooks added. Wouldn't surprise me, but the only way I could see Brooks added, they'd have to keep 5 backs, or if Jeff Wilson was like a surprise cut, which it wouldn't be impossible, but I would say very unlikely that would happen. So we'll see how it ends up shaking out. Hopefully a lot of these backs can stick around, but yeah, really like Ahmed's outlook this year, and I think he'll get more playing time than he did last year overall, because I think there's been a nice running back by committee for the Dolphins, especially when A-Chain's healthy. I think all 4 could possibly play throughout the game. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the comments.